हे जे फिगर्स आसात जे आमकां मेळटात आनी जी ग्राउंड रियलिटी आसा तातूंत भितर एक प्रचंड तफावत आसा काय कितें नंबर 1. नंबर 2 ज्यो चॅलेंजीस मॅडमीन सांगल्यो त्यो चॅलेंजीस आज टॅकल करपा खातीर नंबर 1 आमचे कडेन पॉलिटिकल वील आसा काय कितें आनी रोडमॅप आसा काय कितें.
Pramod, I will look at this on two counts. Number one is the political autonomy. As Sir said very correctly, I think for a very small state like Goa, which probably is as big as a district in some of the other states, concept of statehood itself is a very complex situation, and bringing in 40 MLAs is adding a huge cost burden on the state itself. So that is one. Second important thing that political autonomy gives you is that it allows you to maintain your own law and order. Now that's another very tricky situation that Goa is facing. So if you look at this problem, Goa is probably one of the highest in crime rates. Right? So that's a very serious problem that we have. So this is from the political side. As far as the economic autonomy is concerned, economic autonomy has to be basically looked at from the point of view of creating laws and generating income on 3 counts. Number 1, taxes. Number 2, agriculture. And number 3, other ancillary things like land transfers and things like that. Where Goa is now at this point in time, after introduction of GST, there is no economic autonomy left at all to the state. Second is agriculture. Where is agriculture in Goa? See, it is one thing to give a political narrative or a political rhetoric of Swayampurna Goan and agrarian state and things like that. To do agriculture, that land has to be there, no?
Correct.
Simple example is Talegaon brinjal. We have got a GI tag. But the Talegaon brinjal ugopa khatir, where is a land in Talegaon? There is no land in Talegaon. So we've got a little misplaced thing. And why does this happen? This has happened probably because we had very inexperienced politicians who did not understand how to run a state. Now that is where the problems come. So I'll give you a very simple example. Statehood time per capita income was approximately 6,000 rupees. Today the income is 6,96,000 rupees.
Correct.
Which means a CAGR of about 13%.
Yeah.
If you subtract an average inflation of about 8.5%, our growth has actually been, in real sense of the term, been only 4%. Now, of that 4% growth that we are talking about, maximum thing has happened by way of liquidation of assets, and has not happened by way of an organic growth.
It's not an actual growth of a domestic product, you are saying.
Yes, it's happened more because of the liquidation of asset. म्हणजे हांवें लँड घेतलो मागीर तो लँड तुका विकलो मागीर तुवें घेतलो आनी सराक विकलो. It is like, it is that kind of a thing.
Yeah. Your manufacturing has not grown.
Manufacturing, so
your primary sector has not grown.
Goa is not meant for manufacturing.
No, but your primary sector and secondary sector has not grown, munta tumi.
Correct.
When we are talking about this per capita growth.
Yes, where we had a massive opportunity. Because even when we got liberated, or when we have now today we got statehood, Goa was one of the most literate states.
Yeah.
Now, if you expected Goans to go and work in a factory level jobs, this would have never happened.
Yeah.
Never would have happened. So therefore, this concept of industrial estates, for a small state like Goa, look at the number of industrial estates. It's crazy. I mean, none of them would be productive.
Yeah.
And so therefore, the decision making has gone wrong. The second part that you talked about is a political will. Now, I'm not talking about political will because that's a hugely debatable point at all. We are talking about political vision. Now, unfortunately, the political vision is something that doesn't exist. And because there is lack of political vision, the policies have been so ad hoc. म्हणजे कित जाला आता म्हाका हांगा गळटा न्ही ती बकेट काढ आणि त्या गळटा त्याच्या सकल दवर. दॅट इज ऑल. बट एक सोल्युशन
छप्पर सारखी करपाची पळयनात
ना.
सस्टेनेबिलिटी.
करेक्ट. Sustainability is never an issue. We have never talked about it from the point of view of sustainable. Is tourism bad? The answer is no. World over, tourism has fueled growth.
Yeah.
Right? Now, you needed to have a vision to make the tourism sustainable. Are you making it sustainable? I think it's almost on a deathbed.
Yeah.
Let tourism minister come and say anything he wants. You might talk about it in terms of volumes. but there is no value tourism happening in Goa.
Yeah.
So
very very important. Volume and value I think are a very very crucial thing. मॅडम त्याचे याच मुद्द्याचे व्हॉल्यूम आणि व्हॅल्यूच्याच मुद्द्याचे नाव येता की तुम्ही ज्यो चॅलेंजीस सांगल्यो ज्यो सर्व्हिस सेक्टराक लागून सर्व्हिस सेक्टर ड्रिवन इकॉनॉमी जाल्ल्यान जाल्यो टुरिझमांतल्यान ज्यो चॅलेंजीस आयल्यो त्यो मायग्रेशनांतल्यान ज्यो चॅलेंजीस आयल्यो त्यो डू यू थिंक वी हॅव द पॉलिटिकल विल टू अंडरस्टँड दी चॅलेंजीस अँड टॅकल इट? कारण आज जेन्ना आमी अस्मितेची उलयतात तेन्ना गोंयकार आपली फक्त अस्मिता वाडोवपाची उलयना, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट अस्मिता टिकोवन दवरपाचें. ही परिस्थिती गोंयकाराचेर आयल्या. सो हाऊ डू यू लुक एट इट?
So when it comes to political will, आम्ही पॉलिटिकल विलाची एक बाजू पळयता ते म्हळ्यार पॉलिटिशियन. पूण पॉलिटिशियन आर गवर्न बाय वॉट? पॉलिटिशियन आर ऑल्सो गवर्न बाय पॉलिटिकल अकाउंटेबिलिटी वीच लायज विथ द पीपल. सो अशें जालां की आफ्टर स्टेटहूडाच्या पयलीं येवचे पयलीं आनी एक मुद्दो हांगा हांव मांडपाक सोदतां, तो म्हळ्यार डिफरन्स बिटवीन युनियन टेरिटरी अँड स्टेटहूड. आमकां आनी एक गजाल लक्षांत घेवपाक पडटली की जेन्ना आमी युनियन टेरिटरी आशिल्ली तेन्ना इंडिया ही क्लोज इकॉनॉमी आशिल्ली.
बरोबर.
आनी त्या टायमार इकॉनॉमी सुद्दां मातशी ग्रो करताली, चड ग्रो करनाशिल्ली. जेन्ना स्टेटहूड जालो तेन्ना आमी लिबरलायज इकॉनॉमीचेर इंडिया बिकेम लिबरलायज. सो हेजो आतां डावट आसा की जर तर आमी आफ्टर 1987 उपरांत सुद्दां जर तर युनियन टेरिटरी आशिल्ली जाल्यार सुद्दां हो आतां जो ग्रोथ आमकां पळोवपाक मेळटा किंवा हो जो चेंज आमकां पळोवपाक मेळटा तो चेंज येवपाना हेजी गॅरंटी ना. बिकॉज इंडियन
That would have been a natural progress म्हणटा तुम्ही.
That would have been a natural progress. So that is one point. Another point when it comes to, as I was talking about political will, political accountability. So Goang, because if I compare Goa with all other states, like in 1987, two other states also received statehood. That is Arunachal Pradesh and Meghalaya, I think, along with Goa 1987. आणि बाकीच्यो स्टेटी ज्यो 2000 तयार जाल्यो इंडियेच्यो तांकां सगळ्यांक कंपेर केल्यार, एक्चुली कंपेर करप न्ही, बट कंपेर करीत जाल्यार गोंयान खूब असो प्रोग्रेस केल्लो आसा. आनी गोंयाची आनी एक युनीक खासियत म्हणल्यार गोंयची सिवील सोसायटी. सो वेन एवर politicians have gone wrong, our civil society was vigilant enough to show them the path. And as a result, कितले चेंजेस तेणी हाडू रियल इस्टेटांतल्यान किंवा टुरिझमांतल्यान सर्वीस सेक्टरांतल्यान.
देर इज अ पुशबॅक म्हणटा तुमी.
हय, देर इज अ पुशबॅक. अँड खंय नाल्यार खंय सिवील सोसायटीन तेंचे पॉलिटिशियनाचेर अंकुश दवरपाचें काम केल्लें आसा जायते सिवील सोसायटी मुवमेंटांतल्यान. सो दीस